Stand by, gang. Well, good afternoon, football fans, and I can narrow that down to good afternoon, Lake Linden Hubbell football fans from the Superior Dome in Marquette. We have regional championship Class D football between the Lake Linden Hubbell Lakes and the Brimley Bays, and the Lake Linden Pep Band is going to play our national anthem right now. In a long time, we feel those chills going up and down the spine, Big Al, as the Lake Linden Hubbell Band struck up the notes of the national anthem.
Yes, once again, playoff football in the Dome. We haven't been here for over a year when we were here with the Pellet Copper Kings doing their regional championship game.
At the fullback position, 160 pounds, a senior number 20, Rich Ojala. At the right hand position, 165 pounds, a junior number 30, Jeremy Scott. At the left halfback position, a senior, 170 pounds, number 32, Andy Jones. At the left guard position, 170 pounds, a senior, number 52, Greg Bertram. At the center position, 165 pounds, a senior, number 65, Chris Albro. At the right tackle position, 260 pounds, a senior, number 72, Brian Swinderson. At the left tackle position, 210 pounds, a senior, number 76, Joe Baragawana. At the right guard position, a senior, 165 pounds, number 78, Andy Morrison. At the left end position, a junior, 155 pounds, number 81, Jason Lamoureux. And the head coach of the Brimley Bays is Mr. Brian Ritor. His assistants are Mr. Dick Ambley, Mr. Leon Roshan, Mr. Pete Routhier. And now the starting offensive lineup for the Lake Linden Hubbell Lakes. At quarterback, 6 foot 172 pounds, the senior number 9, Doug Hodges. And a wide receiver, 5'9", 147 pounds, a junior, number 20, John Coon. And a fullback position, 5'9", 205, a senior, number 30, Bill Roberts. At a halfback position, 5'6", 152 pounds, a senior, number 45, Kurt Rowe. At the center, 5'8", 182 pounds, a senior, number 52, Mark Hoffman. And a guard, 6 foot 176 pounds, a senior, number 64, Ted Karanen. And a tackle, 5'9", 203 pounds, a junior, number 70, Jamie LeBeau. And a guard position, 6 foot 182 pounds, a senior, number 77, Kurt Hartela. And a tackle position, 6'2", 218 pounds, a sophomore, number 78, Aaron Fezzi. At a tight end position, 6 foot 194 pounds, a junior, number 80, Jason Croak. At the split end position, 6 foot 162 pounds, a junior, number 82, Dennis Schmidt. And the ladies are coached by head coach Mr. Ron Warner, the assistant coaches Russ Warren, Neil Arby, and Mark Bonifal. The officiating group for this afternoon, the headlinesman,
And it's the squib kick, and it's fumbled at the 45, but Brimley does recover.
Recovered by big number 76, Joe Baragawaneth, 210 left tackle, and somebody's injured on the field ready for Brimley.
Well, they tried to squib.
The Lakes always start on defense.
Okay, so it's a 1st and 10. This game just underway. Two fine teams in the regionals. And there's the handoff, nowhere to go, and brought down on the play was the ball carrier. I think was that Ojala or Scott?
That was Ojala. He was met by Bill Roberts for a loss of about a yard.
Team.
Gary puts down a -1.
So it's a 2nd down and 11. The ball at the Brimley 47. Sutton is the quarterback. He goes left on the option, cuts up the middle, running room across the 50, right to the 50. And boy, that door closed in a hurry. Good ankle tackle.
Missed assignment there by the Lakes. The linebacker decided to commit himself before the quarterback did, and that let him pick up 4 yards, and it brings up a 3rd and 7 with the ball on the 50-yard line.
I think Roberts made the tackle.
No, the tackle was made. I didn't see who made the tackle, but the outside linebacker on that side committed himself a little early, and he should wait to see what the quarterback's going to do.
Okay, Kurt Sutton, 160-pound senior quarterback. Back to pass, up the middle, it's caught. First down.
Number 30 caught that one. Jeremy Scott picks up about 8 yards. It's going to bring up the first down on the Lakes 40 and a half here, 42-yard line, just past the marker. I didn't get the tackle on that.
I didn't either.
I was watching the quarterback go down under the pressure of number 95 of the Lakes.
Now, this Brimley team has never won this many games in a season and has never gone this far in the playoffs.
Well,
and here they are.
Territory now.
There's a handoff right side to Ojala. Ojala is stopped inside the 40.
Ojala picks up about 3 yards, stopped in there by Doug Roberts and Jamie Lebo off to the right side. Brimley's running out of a
So,
big guy on the line there, Brian Schweiderson, who they're running behind. He's 260 pounds, number 72.
here we go. 2nd down, quick handoff left side, a yard or 2 at the most.
Stopped in there initially by Bill Roberts. I don't know who the runner was.
I think that was Andy Jones. Let's see, 32 maybe?
Or 30. I didn't get a pickup of about 3. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 with the ball on the Lakes 37-yard line.
Well, the Bays are 1-1 on 3rd down conversions here early in the game.
This is a 3rd and 5.
Obvious passing situation here. They're not afraid to pass.
They're 4-down territory here.
Yeah, back to pass though. Sutton throws a flare pass to the left. That's complete. First down. Down at the 20, at the 18-yard line before he is brought down. First down.
Brought down over there by field position. First down on Lake's 18-yard line.
Oh, the Lakes are in trouble right now with their backs to the wall already. Sutton, the quarterback. Line sets. Sutton hands off right side and stopped at the 16-yard line.
Caught from behind by Ski Kiernan after a pickup of about 3. It's going to bring us 2nd and 7 with the ball resting on a 15-yard line. Behind number 72, Brian Schweiderson, who's a big fella.
Okay, here's Sutton calling the signals. Ojala, right side, loss on a play of a couple.
Stuck in there by Bill Roberts. I think he might have lost a little bit of yardage on the spot.
Quarter and counting. Brimley, 3rd down and 8. Sutton hands off right side, across down into the 10 over about to 9-yard line.
It's going to bring up a 4th and about a yard, if I see it right. This is probably the defensive play of the year for the Lakes.
I guess they're moving the ball pretty well on the Lakes right now. 4th down, a little less than a yard for the first down. Oh, he was nearly caught, but he got the first down.
Down in the 7th.
Nearly caught in the backfield.
Number 32.
Jones. That's their third.
On a pass right here, Norm.
Well, the running game is working pretty well. Let's see. Working out of the tee. There's a handoff left side. Nowhere to go. Number 6, Corey McCormick.
He was met in there big time by Nutty Berry, and I'll see where they move the chain. One.
Contingent is pretty quiet down below us right now. Looking for the Lakes to sandbag that scrimmage line. Sutton, the quarterback, calls the signals. Handoff right side down at the 9-yard line. Andy Jones.
Met in there big time that time by little Coos, and he did pick up 3 yards. It's going to bring up a third and about 4 from the 4-yard line, and side again.
I had the wrong marker. It's inside the 5 at the 4. Third down.
He'll run off the left tackle this side.
Here we go. Back to pass. He's looking for the right side. Throws it up the middle. It's caught and then dropped. Incomplete. Oh, boy, he had it.
A big hit on him by number 42, Matty Berry, as he got the ball, and he dropped it. They would have had a touchdown about a half a yard inside the end zone, and it's going to bring up a 4th and 4. They put a first down marker on the field, but I think they'll have to change it to 4.
There it is, 4th and goal from inside the 4.
That wasn't the quarterback's fault that time, Norm. The receiver had the ball.
Sutton goes back to pass. He's looking, throws it in the flat. He's going to be caught at the 9, and the Lakes hold.
Lee Marcotte coming out of his outside linebacker spot there, Norm. Caught the man for about a 4 or 5 yard loss. We'll see where they marked it. It wasn't like a screen pass, but the screeners didn't get there yet, and Lakes take over 1st and 10 on their own 9-yard line.
My goodness, a goal line stand this early.
They actually lost one.
We're on downs.
I really can't say it, but Mike said that was a Packer play.
That's a okay. All righty. 1st and 10. First time the Lakes have the ball. Handoff to Roberts. Good for 3 or 4.
Roberts picks up about 4, 4.5, maybe 5 over the right tackle. Tackled in there by 3 different players, led by number 30 of the Bays, Jeremy Scott. 2nd and 5.
Pretty impressive.
And to come up empty after all of that is a sign of the Lakes defense probably waking up, eh?
Okay, Hodges, the quarterback, pitches out right side. That's Rowe. Rowe crosses the 20.
Tackled out of bounds at about the 19-yard line, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 1. He's got his micrometer out. It's about 4th and about 3.375 inches.
The Lakes in their dark blue uniforms and the Bays in their white can't get much more of a contrast than that.
The Bays and the Lakes.
I guess big games are always against water-type teams. Remember 2 years ago in the championship game, Sand Creek.
Aggies.
So here we go. It's a 3rd down and inches for a 1st down.
Number
the ball
72 plays nose guard. Look at him in there.
At the Lake Linden 19. Keeper. See what forward progress is. It's close.
Progress is about a yard past.
1st down.
I feel a little sorry for the Lake center, Norm. We're going to come on this side of the field this time.
4th down. The Lakes move from our right to left here. 1st quarter. No score. Brimley failed to move the ball inside the 9-yard line of the Lakes, and a good 9-yard pickup that time.
About 7.5 on that play for Kurt Rowe, running around the left side again. See where they mark it. I think it's about 7.5, maybe thereabouts, where he went out of bounds.
Well, as long as we're speculating, look for the Lakes to break on the outside on a big play. It's going to be the big plays have done it for the Lakes this year, and we're going to get a big play here.
Well, I look for, once the Lakes get up here around the 40-yard line or so, you're going to see the ball. Maybe this is the 1st down. We might see it in the air here.
Defense is playing run. Defense is playing run all the way.
2nd down, handoff, left side. Is that Roberts?
Yeah, Roberts.
1st down at the 30.
Roberts running behind Bezzy picks up a 1st down now right on the 30-yard line. It's tackled in again by number 30, Mr. Stockton. They stopped him on a 4-yard line. I guess that's a goal line stand.
And back to pass. Hodges got a man open. Coos at the 40, the 30, the 20, the big play. Touchdown.
Well, I called it, Norm. I said he was going to pass on a 1st down here, and that pass was good for about 70 yards. Nothing unusual. It's that one where Coos puts on a burst of speed and heads right down the field and beats the defenders. But at this time, I would like to say hello to Marcy Coos, who is the grandmother of the football player who's home recuperating from surgery, and your grandson done a heck of a job.
Yes, and I saw her son.
I was watching that, Norm. They kept bringing in linebackers closer and closer to the line of scrimmage. They were playing run all the way.
They read it well.
the Lakes offense, that is. The two-point conversion pass to Coos is complete. With 3:10 left to go in the first quarter, it is Lake Linden Hubbell 8 and Brimley nothing. Hers again, and the Lakes lead 8-0.
The Brimley Bays had possession of the ball for 5 minutes and 49 seconds. And the Lakes had possession for 2 minutes and 1 second and have 8 points.
There's the squib kick, bounce to the 30 of Brimley, up to the 40, 45. My goodness, I think that was number 78, Andy Morrison, who's a guard.
Right guard advanced.
76.
He advanced at about 12 yards. The Bays take over again, once with very good field position on their own 45-yard line.
First quarter thus far.
Well, we got 2:53 left to go. There's time for the Lakes to score again, Norm.
Okay, 8-0, the Lakes lead. Brimley with the ball at their own 45. That's where they started in the first drive, and Sutton keeps the ball, nobody to throw it to, and he's hit at the 45.
About a half a yard on that play. Tackle from behind, and I think that caught him. Fezzi caught him with one hand from behind, and he loses a half a yard, or a yard. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 11 right directly in front of Norm.
Close the school, man.
Second down, Sutton hands off, left side, Holdsworth, the ball carrier, and he's dropped at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of about another, well, see where they mark it, but it could be a loss of another half yard. It's 3rd and 11.
Holdsworth got up off the turf, and he didn't know which way the huddle was, it looked like.
Ski Kiernan in there with that big long sleeping arm, that time pulling down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 11 with the ball just inside of the Brimley Bays 45-yard line. I look for a little pass here, Norm. I think they're going to air it out this time. 3rd
down and 11. The ball at the 49-yard line. Back to pass is Sutton. He looks, nobody, rolls to the right, fires it, it's complete at the 44, up down to the 50 and inside Lake Linden territory, short of the first down.
On that play, Doug Hodges had him right at the first 10-yard marker there, and he went into a spin. He spun Doug Hodges right off of his back, and now the Brimley Bays are faced with a 4th and 3 instead of a 4th and 10.
Well, they've got to kick it away. There's no doubt about it.
Well, we don't know what they do on the eastern end, Norm, but it's an obvious kicking situation here, but we'll see what happens.
This will be the first punt of the game if they decide to do it.
It'd be a good spot for a fake punt.
Jeremy Scott standing at his own 40.
An excellent spot here for a fake punt to number 32.
Coos and Rowe are the deep men for the Lakes, who lead in the game 8-0. There's the kick. Good kick. High spiral. At the 12. It's dropped by Rowe. It's still loose. And I think Coos fell on it, but he may have lost it.
No, he's got it.
He's got it. Whoa, at the 9-yard line.
Wow.
I think they had problems with the decor of the dome roof there on that one.
Give him anything you want, but he had it in his arms and it spilled right through, and the Brimley Bays pounced on it, but it flew out of their arms, and luckily Coos was able to get on it, and he with 15 seconds to go in the first quarter here, Norm.
Deja vu, isn't this where they started their last drive?
5 yards better on this play.
Okay, handoff up to the 15-yard line. Roberts.
Started the exact same spot last time, Gary, on a 9.
The John Deere tractor.
Picks up 7 this time, or 6. It's going to bring us 2nd and 4, and that's the end of the first quarter with the Lakes leading 8-0.
Actually, they were on the 4-yard line when they stopped it. The score after 1 quarter is Lake Linden Hubbell 8 and Brimley nothing. Offensive secondary to nab that touchdown pass that covered 70 yards.
And he did gain yardage on the way. The defender kept falling behind.
2nd down for the Lakes. Handoff. Roberts. John Deere gets to about the 18. Close, but not a first down.
3rd and 1 at the 18. Tackled again in there by number 30. I see coming out of here.
Well, we have a great crowd here from the Great Lakes, but on the other side we see that Brimley, which comes from about 10 miles from the Sioux, has a pretty good turnout here too.
They have a lot of blue coats over there. That must be the participants in the next game, Norm, on the left end there.
I see. Yeah. So it's a 3rd and 1. Pitch out left side. And Rowe across the 30, First down at the 34.
Knocked down in there by number 26 and 30. Pickup of about maybe 10 thereabouts. It's going to bring a first down for the Lakes out on their own 31. That time, excellent blocking going around that left side. Bezzy kicking the guy out, and I don't know if that was Hartford that took the inside linebacker, but he gave him some room to get by, and Rose spun away from the first tackler and picked up an additional probably 8 yards.
They marked that at the 31, huh?
31.
Jeez. He touches knee there or what? Anyway.
That's where the ref fell behind.
Okay, first down. Here's Hodges, hands it off for Coos. Running room to the 40, 39, first down.
First down at the 42 for Coos, tackled in there again by number 30. I guess we're going to mention 30's name all the time. You better start calling him Mr. Scott. I think he has about 8 tackles so far tonight, Norm.
So the ball at the 42-yard line, the Lakes with a first down.
That was a kind of a little quick inside reverse or misdirection play, and he did pick up about 11 yards there, Gary?
About 11.
As the Lakes break huddle. This is the Class D Regional Championship game. There's a fake handoff, and the pass incomplete at the 50-yard line, intended for number 82, Dennis Schmidt.
Dennis Schmidt had it in and out of his arms right on the 10-yard marker. It was another first down. Excellent faking in the backfield that time. Kind of fooled a few of the Brimley players, and there's one Brimley player on the field there now taking the tape off his leg.
Yeah, that good double fake there to 2 different would-be ball carriers.
The Lakes like to pass on first down. I've noticed that all year long. The big play here that just occurred, I think that was on a second down, wasn't it, Gary? But this, Ron likes to put the ball up on a first down.
Our first quarter was brought to you by Lindner's Chevy of Hancock. Second quarter by Pepsi of Houghton. Here's the snap from center. Hodges, flare pass to the right to Coos. Coos has it, and he's brought down at the 46-yard line.
Pickup of about 4. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 with the ball right on, tackled that time by number 52 of the base, who happens to be Greg Bertram, 170-pound 12th grader.
Well, now Hoffman over center. The center to Hodges. Hodges swings left. He's going to be caught from behind. He fumbles, and I think Brimley might have it.
Brimley recovers. Nope.
Well, the Lakes do get it.
Well, that was recovered by Jamie Lebo, but it was a loss of 4 yards. It's going to bring up a 4th and 10 with the ball right in front of me here on the Lake.
And the deep men, I think Ojala, Sutton is one of them. And Ojala, there's the punt. And it hits the 30, gets a good roll, picked up at the 20-yard line. Andy Jones gets to the 25. He's at the 30, and he's brought down at the 36.
Flags all over the place on that one. The first pick was on the 34-yard line. I think that's where the penalty will come from.
That'll be the first penalty of the game.
See what the call is here. They're motioning. It is a clip on the 34. Excellent block thrown there by number 76, Joe Baragwanath. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Baragwanath.
No, it's called Baraga.
Baragwanath?
It's not Baraga, it's Baraga.
Oh, Baragwanath.
That's right across the bay from Leon's.
Baragwanath, he wanted to knock that player down, and he sure did. Real nice block. First and 10 on their own 18, Norm, with 8:37 to go here in the second quarter. Now that's a little different field position than what they had there.
Now, their first 2 possessions, they had the ball
near the 50, between the 40 and 50-yard line.
Now the Lakes defense would love to shore up right now and stop
I guess this would
Brimley.
probably take Brimley about 10 minutes to go from here at the rate they went on the last drive, but maybe they'll air the ball up a little more this time, Norm.
8-0 Lakes lead. They
Lakes
jumped offside. Number 95, a little
anxious there. It's going to bring up a 1st and 5.
Extra down.
You can go 2 yards each time and make it. Okay, they're going to run this way, Norm, off of this tackle on this side.
Brimley moves from right to left. Here's Sutton. He heads it off right side. And number 14, the ball carrier, some running room for Ben Carrick.
That runner went into a spin like a top, Norm. He spun around about 2 times trying to shake off the tackle. He picked up about 2.5 yards. A genuine misdirection play when you're running in 4 directions, isn't it? Second and 2.5.
Sutton. Handoff, right side, nowhere for Ochala. Short of a first down, I know that.
Met in there by number 70, Jamie Lebo for 1. Number 2, 78, Fezzi. And I don't think they give him credit for anything there today.
Oh, I think he moved the ball maybe an inch, and that was it.
3rd and 2.
And the ball at the Brimley 26.
This is a big 3rd down play for Brimley right now. A big 3rd down play.
Here's the snap. Handoff right side. Number 32, the ball carrier. He's close. He may have it. That's Jones.
I see the mark. He does have it by a half a yard. What number was that runner?
Jones. Along came Jones.
2 fumbles for the Lakes. They recovered both of them themselves.
8-0. The Lakes lead it. 6:20 left in the first half. Sutton. Right side.
Jones again.
Jones for about 3 or 4.
Met over there by Nutty Berry for 1, and Doug Hodges, and the 3rd one, Steve Kernan, picks up 3. It's going to bring a 2nd and 7.
On that 70-yard bomb to Coos.
This is going to be a passing play right here, Norm. I can smell it.
2nd down and 8 at the 31. Back to pass. Sacarino at the 20.
Bill Roberts. Quarterback for the base. About 8 or 9 yards. See what they marked it. Looks like a 10-yard sack. That's going to bring up 3rd and 18.
At the 21 and a half of the Bays.
That's a weird play. They got 3 full house backfield, nobody blocking for that quarterback.
I think that was going to be a short screen on that, Gary. It looked like a middle screen they were setting up, but they never got a chance to get it set up.
They might want to redesign that play. Swinging to his left, Sutton. He's going to be caught from behind at the 20.
Loss of about another 2 yards. You remarked it, yes, a 2-yard loss at that, and hit by one of the players, Kurt Rowe, and the other was Fezzi again. Fezzi's really playing well on defense for the Lakes today. He's getting out pretty wide. Fourth and 20.
That'll bring up a punting situation for the Bays now, and the Lakes did what they wanted to do.
If they can get to hang on to the ball this time, they could end up with some pretty good field position here for 4 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Of course, the deep men again are Coos and Rowe. You can't kick away from either one of these.
Pressure, though. They got to put pressure on that kicker.
That could go out of bounds. It does go out of bounds. Coos tried to short hop it. Good thing it went out of bounds.
It went right between his legs and hit on his leg and went out on Brimley 48.
That team, I'll tell you.
Would-be mailman from Hancock.
4 minutes left here in the first half. Who's going to carry the mail? It's Rowe. Rowe works his way across the 50, 45, down to the 44, and he's spun for an extra yard.
Nice spin move on the end of that run. He only had to pick up about 3. He did get a yard. I was watching that time.
And the ball is just inside the 45-yard line of the Bays. The Lakes have it, 2nd down and 7. Hand off to Rowe. He finds some running room open, breaks a tackle, moves his way across the 40, down to about the 31.
He had nothing, and he spun loose from the linebacker and picked up about another 7 yards, Norm. It is a first down.
Yeah, he just made it, though. They marked it at the 32. He made it by about a half a yard at the most.
I don't know what's up here today, if there's a lot of guys with clipboards or not, but Ron Warner's been playing pretty conservatively. Other than that one pass play today, it's all running off tackle, Norm. Nothing flashy so far.
Hodges back to pass, up the middle, complete at the 10, down at the 8-yard line. Is that Crouch?
Crouch, tackle from
Jason
behind.
Crouch. What were you saying about conservative?
Well, I said that he's up to that time. He got unconservative all of a sudden.
Well, those linebackers keep moving in for run, and they're soft in that pass.
Well, it was a Republican sweep. Why not be a little conservative? Doesn't hurt to get liberal, though, either.
Well, we have a running team in there right now. receiver number 20, the primary receiver's out. I look for him to come this way with Rowe.
First and goal from the 8. Rowe does come this way. Right side. Looks, stutter steps in the end zone. Touchdown, no flags. What a run by Rowe.
Pussy put it his way behind his blockers there, Norman. All of a sudden saw a little hole, and he knifed through there. He was met by right by the goal line, but he managed to evade that tackler, and he got over the goal line by about a yard or so, and Lakes go up by 2 scores with 2:42 to go in the second quarter.
Wow.
They won't play him on defense because of his gimpy knee. Ron Warner says he's too valuable on offense to take a chance on him playing defense.
Let's see what Doug Hodges does now for the 2-point conversion. There's a handoff left side. Rolls in on the pitch out to the left, and the 2-point conversion is good.
On that side, gave him a hole big enough for a guy like Norm to run through.
You got it. So
take a load to Rick Uzi follow up there on Iroquois Street and Laurium across the street from
Hubbell 16, Brimley nothing.
What was that drive time? 2 minutes, 4:50.
Yeah, well, not a pass, but the pitch out to Rowe, and he waltzed in there, Al.
Lakes went with a sweep to the right side. The charge was led by Kurt Archula and Aaron Fessy. And the 2-point conversion was successful.
So it's 16-0 now. The Lakes have the lead. There's the kickoff, and it's at the 20-yard line. Up the middle to about the 29 is Dan Holdsworth.
Nutty Berry with a one-hand shoestring tackle brings him down running laterally, and looks like the Bays take over here. 1st and 10 just inside their own 30 with 2:37 to go. The Lakes have had the ball for a total of about the last drive was about just under 2 minutes. The first drive was 2 minutes and 1 second, and the one before that was about 2 minutes. So they've only had the ball for 6 minutes in this whole first half. And Ron Warner says if they, ball control. I don't know what. He's not a man of his word today.
No, it's touchdown control though. Halfback option. Andy Jones throws it, and it's intercepted.
Doug Hodges on his own 44-yard line leaped up like alley-oop, took that one down by his fingertips, and the Lakes take over 1st and 10 on a 44-yard line here with 2:11 to go in the second quarter.
Well, Hodges takes control. The end Jones pass was picked off by the Lake Linden quarterback, who is now the quarterback.
That was a halfback option type pass. Just pull that ball down for the Lakes.
So here go the Lakes to work at their own 45. Pitch out for Rowe. Watch out for the lateral, because Coos was right behind him, and he did lateral it to Coos, who ran out of bounds at the 41.
Tackled out of bounds by number 78 of the Bays, and pickup of about 4 yards on that play. That was a double.
Which they are famous for doing.
If you see a 3rd and short coming up here, we'll see a bomb.
Minute and 48 left in the first half. Hodges calling the signals. There's a crossbuck to Coos. Coos finds a little running room to about the 35. He'll be a yard short.
There is the 3rd and short. Now we're going to see the bomb.
Oh, boy.
And the tackler there is a little slow getting up, Norm. Is that number 30 again?
He has to be literally helped up.
Well, that's
On his left leg, so he has a little problem there.
Now the bomb, 3rd and short.
3rd and short. Oh! The handoff. Roberts across the 20 to the 19. I thought Hodges was going to be sacked.
Hodges was sacked, but he didn't have the ball. It's that quick handoff, the old Jeff Miller style quick handoff. He gets the ball so quick, we don't know who got it. I think he got it from the center, Norm, and he picked up about 15 yards. 1st and 10 with 1:09 left to go here in the second quarter.
That
inside the 20.
That handoff took a fraction of a second. I mean, the defense was there, and they got Hodges, but he didn't have the ball anymore. Back the pass, right side, open in the end zone. It's tipped away. Nice defensive play by Sutton.
Stops the clock with 53 seconds here. Sutton almost intercepted that ball. He got up there about 3 feet off the ground. Now that one, Norm. 6 inches higher.
Oh, yeah, he was in the end zone all by his lonesome.
I have noticed throughout the year on Lakes passing, when they pass out at a diagonal or else on that high.
Would certainly like to have gotten a little bit of a lift on that one. Okay, 2nd down. Hand off to Coos. He goes outside. 10, 5, brought down. Oh, wait a minute, 15-yard line.
Pick up about 5. It's going to bring up a 2nd, 3rd, and 5 at the 15 with a timeout on the field.
And we'll take a 30-second timeout here at the Dome. The score is Lake Linden Hubbell 16, Brimley nothing.
Down in Crystal Falls a couple years ago, that was a good play. Nope, he didn't stand there.
All righty, to the line of scrimmage. Hodges.
Greenland.
Hodges rolls to his right, fires to his left as he turns. It's complete. Down to the 10-yard line. Schmidt.
Nope. Crouch goes out of bounds at about 11. That's going to bring up a 4th and 2, but he did get out of bounds to stop the clock with 37 seconds. See where they mark it here. No, it's a 4th and 3.
Now it's time to give it to the John Deere tractor, I think.
Well, you have one timeout left. 37 seconds. It's a running play. 32 and 42 in and number 20 out. We can predict that now, Norm.
You can't predict anything Coach does down there. You know that.
You can predict the timeout after the next play.
If it ain't in the end zone and it ain't out of bounds, I'll go along with that, Gary.
I get it to, here's the roll, pitch out right side, follows his block. There's a flag on the play. He's down at the 10. He's going to be shy of a first down, but we'll see what the flag is.
The Lakes are called for a clip. It's going to bring up, it's off the clock. It's a drive-ending penalty here, Norm. It's all over. It isn't the first down. It's short.
It's short, not by much.
Close, though.
Oh boy.
Okay, no penalty.
Yep.
Penalties declined.
So Brimley gets the ball.
Brimley bites the bullet at their own 9-yard line.
So both teams stop each other inside the 10, but the Lakes have the lead 16-0. Now I think Brimley will be satisfied to run out the clock, don't you think?
Well, I don't know. They might want to get something on the board here. I don't know if they got a kicker,
Nah.
but a couple of pass plays, and they do have, I don't know, did Brimley use any timeouts, Gary? They have all their timeouts left.
They certainly don't want to risk an interception again.
Well, we'll see what he does.
Hand off, right side, Sutton hands it off to Jones
Jones, and that's
to the 10. Little
clock
gate.
is going to run out here. That's it. Last play of the half.
So that's the end of the first half. He did. After one half of play here at the Dome in Marquette, it's the Lake Linden Hubbell Lakes 16, the Brimley Bays nothing.
Jeremy Scott, who seems to do it all for this team.
Well, you're calm compared to the way you were 2 years ago. Here's the kickoff. Good end over end. Bounce at the 20. Picked up at the 14 by Rowe. Cuts out to the outside at the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Still on his feet. And he's brought down inside the Brimley 50-yard line at the 41.
I like the way Kurt Rowe runs down that sideline so long, and I think they have him cornered. And then he runs right into the heavy traffic, so they all collide when they tackle him. He don't like to go out of bounds. Mel Gray, he don't have the speed that Mel Gray got, but he sure has the moves, and he had a couple of excellent blocks.
Ball at the 41 of Brimley. 1st and 10 for the Lakes. Quick handoff. John Deere across the 35 to about the 34.
Tackled by number 6 of the base, Corey McCormick, 155-pound offense. After a pick of about 7, it's going to bring up a 2nd and 3 with the ball in about the 34.5. To the side now, so they'll run up the middle. 72 is playing tackle. He's not playing nose guard no more.
Hoffman the center, calling the signals. Over Hoffman. Hodges, quick opener again. Roberts to the 31. Should be.
Depends on the spot. No, he missed it.
Well,
he missed it. They moved it back.
I think his knee touched there.
Looking at that, apparently Scott Hartley caught it up in the booth. Number 72 shifted to right defensive tackle, and the Lakes start running quick up the middle. Now we'll see what happens. He was playing nose guard in the first half, Norm, number 72, that big fella.
That's obvious. Now you go left.
Well, no, they're going right up the gut on him. This time I'm going to key on Hardula. He's going one-on-one with 72.
Hodges, keeper, 29, first down.
Well, I'd go left because number 7
Got to say hello to Rick Codernamy up there in Calumet too. He's coming up on his 50th anniversary of the Battle of the Bulge, where he spent a little time in a German prison camp. So
hey, we salute him. Pitch out, Rowe follows blocking, 25 down to about the 23.
First and 10 on a 23, tackle in there again by number 20 this time. Number 30 that got out of play. Rich Ojala in on the stop.
That was the first down, so a play. 2nd down now in about 5. Who's this veteran we're talking about?
Ray Codernamy, or Rick Codernamy. Worked for years for the gas company up in Calumet. He's originally from Trap Rock. Got captured in the Battle of the Bulge in 1944, which is coming up here pretty quick, and spent the rest of the war in a prison camp and about 2 years recuperating in Battle Creek, Michigan.
Well, we salute him on this Veterans Day and all of our veterans.
And it was all over. He got caught in the notch here, Social Security, and didn't get as much as the rest of the people.
Hodges to the John Deere to the 20, and he did that.
Hello to Mark Winberg because he was taken POW in that same Battle of the Bulge.
And that's a relation to you?
While we're doing it, then hello to Big Bill Namel out there too. He's probably down here today, though. I'm not sure. He was another one from Calumet that was involved in that. And all these guys we talk about, they're in the notch. Pretty slow.
This is another dimension of this Lake Linden defense. They can punish you physically.
That's surprising, Norm, because they aren't really big.
Yeah, the Lakes compared to Brimley, I think Brimley pound for pound is probably bigger than the Lakes. They have a couple of big fellows on there. A couple of oversized guys.
Here we go, third down for the Lakes at the 20-yard line of Brimley. First down territory, and they've got it.
Still going.
I watched Bill Roberts go into the line. Bill Roberts, 200 bucks against Brian Schweiderson, and he backed him up for about 2 yards and up for the first down. Yes, but that 260-pounder, he just kind of compressed and moved backwards, and Bill got the first down.
Well, the first down just inside the Brimley 19. Third quarter. Lakes lead it 16-0. Hodges marks the signals. Hands off. No, he fakes it and he throws it complete. Marcotte touchdown. Ran away from two defenders. Left them on their knees.
Well, that's what we were talking about earlier, Norm, that this drive here is the biggest one of the day. And Brimley, without their star defensive player, number 30, who's down on the side of the field being tended to, it really deflated them here, Norm.
First of all, we had a beautiful fit in the end zone.
He twisted loose from a tackler, too, but the Lakes quarterback, Doug Hodges, you have to give him a lot of credit. He's now the leading passer for touchdowns in history for Lake Linden, and he always takes that big hit. He hangs on to that ball until the last minute.
Yeah.
I see a screen left here.
All righty, for the two-point conversion. To the right, and it's knocked down. It's incomplete. Timeout on the field. 8:25 left in the third quarter. Lake Linden Hubbell 22, Brimley nothing. I think the Lake Linden Band is the official band of the Michigan High School Athletic Playoffs because nobody brings their band, but Lake Linden always does.
Well, this year's the first year they had a band. That last drive.
Well, no, 2 years ago. Last year, remember, we weren't here.
3 minutes and 35 seconds for that Lakes drive, Norm.
All righty, there's the kickoff.
Coming in no man's land.
This time, that's going to be a penalty. It ran out of bounds at about the 18. They kicked it deep and to the right as the Lakes move from our right to left on that kickoff.
First and 10 at the 35, and I see number 30, Jeremy Scott, laying down by the bench and being attended.
Yeah.
I'd over, take it where the ball went out. And
taken out at 35. All right, first and 10.
This is the play that Jeff Miller 3 years ago said no way, and he took it on a 32 because he wanted a 68-yard run for a touchdown. Didn't you remember?
Yeah, okay, now that you mention it. Kurt Sutton, 2 setbacks. Handoff, almost caught from behind, but he gets to the 40. Ball carrier Andy Jones.
Steve Kiernan kind of committed himself a little early there and to pick up a 5 yards by Andy Jones on that play. That was misread by the Lakes and a nice little gainer for Brimley Bays.
Good gain, second and a long 5.
Ball right in front of Gary Wenberg now on the 40-yard line.
I just marvel at this building. Beautiful building.
The guy that came in and placed it 30.
Here comes Sutton now over the ball. Calls the signals. He's going to keep it. No, he throws a pass backwards. And back to the line of scrimmage with it is Andy Jones, and that's it.
That was a pickup of 10 yards from 10 yards deep behind the line of scrimmage back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be a third down, and somebody gets up pretty slow for the Lakes over there, number 42, Nutty Gary, but he waves his hands to never mind me.
He actually fired that over his shoulder behind him. Yeah, that's what it goes down as, huh?
If that's fumble, that's a free ball.
Oh, yeah. At the 39 of the Bays.
Passing down here for sure, Norm.
Sutton.
Reverse.
Now, left side, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it, Dan. Holdsworth.
Missed by Fezzi for a loss of about 3 and nailed by John Deere right at the line. It's going to bring up a 4th and 6, and this is probably a punting situation for the Brimley Bays here. I don't know if they're a gambling time, but timeout Brimley.
And Brimley nothing. .38 on the clock, third quarter. Brimley back to pass. Sutton, screen pass to Jones. Jones is going to get the first down. I do believe extra effort down along the sideline.
Depends on where they mark that, Norm, where that ball is placed down. He did not make it.
Man, he's close.
He did not make it. He did not make it. The Brimley player.
Yeah, he did.
The Brimley player went over and nudged the ball.
What's wrong with that? It worked, didn't it?
That was an excellent call, a screen pass for a 7-yard gain on a 4th down. The Brimley play is I kind of go for that Brimley coach. He's a little gambler.
Hey, I'll tell you, that screen pass can do a lot of damage.
I think we're going to see the ball in the air a lot here now.
Brian Riator is the coach of the Brimley Bays. And rolling to his right, Sutton wants to pass. He's being chased. He gets rid of the football, and it's out of play.
Caught by number 87, Brian Miller, 4 yards out of bounds on the Lake Linden sideline.
On the bench. Talk about Brian Riator. He's a professional firefighter out of the Sioux.
Yes, and he's been sick, according to my nephew, and he's lost about 50 pounds this summer.
The ball at the Brimley 45. Brimley with the football. Kurt Sutton, a fine senior quarterback, rolls right. Now he laterals the ball and caught in the backfield.
Hodges catches him for about a 4-yard loss, and he's going to bring up a 3rd and 14.
And Andy Jones is a little bit disgusted with himself that he couldn't break loose there.
This is a big play for Brimley here. In order to keep it going now, they should get at least half of the way to that 4th mark and try keeping a 4-down offense going.
Interesting play too, because they had all the blockers there.
I think he's going to go the other way this time. He's had better luck with that screen to the left.
They're running that tight T now. 3rd down, long yardage at their own 40.
Fumble, Lakes recover.
Yes, number 78.
Aaron Fezzi on Brimley 37-yard line. Turnover, Brimley. Timeout on the field.
And we'll take a timeout right here to score on the turnover. The Lakes 22 and Brimley nothing. We'll have to recreate this one.
Okay. Hoping not fantastic.
Oh no. Oh no. I didn't want him to catch that one. I'm sorry, because we're not in the air.
Are we back?
Complete on 1st down. That brings up a 2nd and 10. The ball at the 37-yard line. And up to John Deere tractor, 10 yards, close to a 1st down.
Tractor ran over 3, 9 yards again. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about well, I don't know. Measure this. Art Van Dam's giving him the first waved at him when he went by.
1st and 10 at the 27. Pitch out, roll, 2 blockers ahead of him, crosses the 20 to about the 19. Good game.
Oh, they award him the ball on the 18-yard line, and that's going to be close to another 1st down. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 1 with 4 minutes and 12 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
Well, the Lakes doing what they want to do now.
What's happening is they're controlling the offensive line, Mark.
Well, I think what's really happening here, number 30 is out of the game, and number 30 was really doing the tackling for them in the first.
Flow for sure, though. That much we know.
He is back in.
Well, I'm surprised. Hodges, who's got the ball, roll, cuts right side to the 15.
Tackled by big number 72 that time after a pickup of sorry for Kurt Rowe when Brian Schweiderson, 260 pounds, flops down on top of you. I think if Kurt Rowe gets the ball this time and he goes sideways, he can get through a lot skinnier hole, Norm. He's been pancaked. He's a lot thinner front to back after Schweiderson landed on him. He could get through a real skinny hole if he goes through sideways.
22-0 Lakes. Hodges, the quarterback, quick handoff. Roberts spins his way for an extra point, and he hops his way to the 2 or 1 yard line.
Bill Roberts towed Andy Morrison, a 165-pounder, for 5 yards, and he was finally stopped with number 6, Corey McCormick, a 155-pounder, and number 30, Jeremy Scott, a 165-pounder, got on. I guess he had enough on his back. Yeah, Billy Roberts, John Deere himself, take it in the end zone.
Student body left. Oh, flag. What's that? Flag in the Lake Linden backfield? Something.
Too much time.
Oh. Wow, I didn't feel that was too much time.
So it's a first down and goal to go from the 7 instead of a first and goal to go from the 2.
I don't think the Lakes were aware of when they started the clock or something after that gain, after they marked the football.
Out comes goal line right and in goes pass.
That's officials' timeout to move the chains, and then he's supposed to notify the team when the clock starts again.
Wow, that's interesting.
I got to talk to Art Van Dam. He plays basketball with Jake in the wintertime down here. He's an assistant basketball coach at Northern. I got to find out what kind of time clock.
Fine about that one. That was not too much time. Hodges going to pass right side. Roberts, touchdown.
Another receiver, Norm.
Oh, man, Bill Roberts catches. Is that his first pass of the year?
You were saying about watching number 20. Well, now they have to watch 82, 80, and 30 besides 20.
Hey, Mike, there's that receiver you were talking about, Bill Roberts.
The Lakes go up here 28-0 with 2:31 left to go here in the third quarter, and they're probably going to try to tie it up 2 if they have enough time to do it. That's that quick block.
Roberts sneaked out of the backfield into the end zone, right side. Fake pitch out right, pass goes left, and that's incomplete.
Excellent defensive work here by number 32, Randy Jones of to pick off the
Again, he couldn't loft that ball over.
Number 82 was wide open. Mustard on the ball.
Timeout on the field, the score. Lake Linden Hubbell 28, Brimley nothing. Okay, now the Lakes with a commanding 28-zip lead. Schmidt will kick off. And there's the kick. At the 15, the ball carrier is Andy Jones up to cross the 20, 25, and about the 26 or 7.
That was kind of a different run when Andy Jones approached the tackler. He put his shoulder down to try to plow him over, and the tackler just moved aside, and he fell down.
By the way, one thing we haven't mentioned here today yet, but the Lakes are the home team.
Oh, okay. That means that they wear their dark jerseys. Next week, the Lakes will be, if they're here, they will be wearing their white jerseys, and they will also wear their white jerseys if they get any farther than that.
They won't have home field advantage?
No more home field advantage.
Why?
That's the way it is this year.
Not good enough reason for me. You know that for a fact, huh? Sutton, handoff, left side for Carrick this time, and Carrick is dumped for a loss.
45, Kurt Rowe out there, the last guy waiting for him after the blockers were taken off the Lake Linden tacklers one at a time. They run out of blockers, and there's one more tackler.
Now, wait a minute. Now, the Lakes are either going to play Beale City or Muskegon.
Right.
Okay? And they're across the bridge down below. They're coming up here. They're not going to take our home field advantage away from us.
No, but I'm just saying that game, I'm not sure if the Lakes wear their home jerseys, but if the Lakes should get into the finals this year, team number 1 is a visitor. and Lakes are team number 1 from Region 1.
Oh,
Here's
okay.
that pass.
Sutton back, fires it to the right side. It's incomplete.
He was lucky he didn't catch that. There was a big hit coming from Doug Hodges on number 14, Ben Carrick.
Third quarter brought to you by Bresnan Communications of Houghton. And Sutton is the quarterback in the pocket. He's looking, he's going to be sacked at the 23.
Lost him about another 5 Jamie Lebo back here. That's going to bring up a fourth and too much to gamble for. 4th and 20 with the ball on the, what is that?
1 minute timeout here. The Lakes are ahead 28-0. Sutton has a problem with that left leg. He came into the game with it wrapped. Okay, here's the punt. Good high punt up in the lights. And that's Coos, 40, inside the 35 in Brimley territory, first down.
A net punt of about 15 yards. The Lakes take over 1st and 10 between the 30 and 35-yard line. And we have another injured player on the Brimley 33-yard line with 18 seconds.
In the third quarter, here's Hodges to roll. Roll across the 40, 30. He's down to the 15.
There was another one that I've never seen before, Norm, at the end of the run. Kurt Rowe leaped in the air with the tackler on his back, flipped over in the air on his back, and landed on the tackler. So he didn't get pancaked, the tackler did. I don't know how he flipped over in midair.
That's the end of the third quarter. We'll be right back at the Dome. It's Linden Hubbell 28, Brimley nothing. This building.
All right, 7th time.
I think they're 6-0.
John Deere getting ready.
Here we go. Roll. Left tackle. Stutters down to the 10.
He ran into 3 tacklers, and all of a sudden he wasn't there anymore for him to tackle. He offset to the right, and he picks up about 5.5 yards. Reminds me a little bit of a team we played here a couple years ago with that whole snarl of those.
Remember that, yeah. Hodges to Rowe. Touchdown. Lake Linden. That was easy.
That's excellent block. Going to get the number, Aaron Bessie, and number 64, Steve Barron. Kurt Rowe to get in on that one, and a pickup of about 9 yards for the score. I'll give him 10 yards.
Well, Gary gives him 10. That's fine.
Okay. That makes the score 34-0 with 11:21 to go here in the fourth quarter.
2-point conversion. Now a little pass play again, maybe. This time to Coos, spins his way in. 2-point conversion is good. Timeout on the field. 11:21.
I was going to say 35, so I'm wrong too.
I'm still in. I had 40 more, and it's Father Pete Eddies.
Kickoff. Schmidt. Spiral. And is that going to go out of bounds? Yep, it just got out of bounds inside the 20.
It's either a 1st and 10 at the 35, kick over, or take it where it's at. We'll see what they do. Watching. I seen a couple weeks ago a player watched it roll. All of a sudden, it wasn't their ball anymore.
New quarterback, Jeremy Scott, who's an end, and the backup quarterback. Handoff to Jones, trying to make his cut outside. He lost about a yard.
Tackled in there by a wave of Lakes on the left side, led again by Aaron Fezzi, who is becoming one of the fastest defensive linemen of the Lakes for the year here. His lateral movement is getting faster every game. On a sideline for the Lakes, if he ever has a chance to get in the game, the Lakes second unit will be starting to play here.
Okay.
Quick opener.
Back to pass. He's trapped. Gets by 1 man, 2, but there's 2 more to follow.
And Nutty Berry sealed that one after he was grabbed low by Brian Miller. It's a loss of 10 yards. That's going to bring up a 3rd and about 20 with the ball inside their own 30-yard line. The Bays seem to be moving backwards. We have a timeout on the field with an injured player again. Or is he just tying his shoe? What's he doing there?
I think
he's just tying his shoe this time. Mountaineers will be playing the next game, and they play Traverse City St. Francis.
All righty.
Good football team.
Here's Jeremy Scott, back in the pocket, rolls right. Now he sets up in the pocket, fires it downfield. That was nearly picked off by number 87, Brian Miller.
Excellent defensive play by Brian Miller. He went up with knocking it down all the way. He put his big hand out there and batted away from the intended receiver. I was watching the blocking for Brimley. They cut down all of the people coming back after the quarterback that time. Excellent blocking for lots of time to throw for the quarterback.
For the Lakes.
Well, other than receiving punts, I guess that's about all. They had. He ran a couple of times early in the game, but I don't think Coos has touched the ball since the first quarter. He's worried about his grandmother over there. He didn't want her to think that he's injured.
Okay, but if they want to kick to him, he's back there ready to receive along with Kurt Rowe.
Excellent.
And there's the punt, and it's going to be Coos. At the 45, he goes to the sideline. 50, 45, 40. Ridden out of bounds at about the 41. We'll see where they mark it. 36.
By Kurt Rowe on number 70.
So the Lakes will start. So now the Lakes get some experience in the regional final today from their second string. There's a handoff right side for Marcotte. No, 35. Besner, yeah.
He met number 72, and he is a little better going back to the
This second unit has not had problems moving the football when they've had the chance to get in there.
Yes, and a pickup of 3 yards by Jason Besner, even though he was against big Brian Schweiderson, a 260-pounder.
Well, you run at their strength. Isn't that what they tell you to do?
Or I run from it.
Pitch out. Koskela, 30, 29, falls to the 26.
No, just shy of the first down.
I think he's got it.
Just shy of the first down. He's going to bring up a third and about a half a yard with the ball resting on the Brimley 27-yard line.
Well, I can say he's got it.
Well, them shoes did all right that time, Norm.
Hey, if that's all it takes, buy him a new pair next week, too.
Maybe we should get a pair of shoes.
A little spit and polish on it to go faster.
Seen enough of that. Handoff, Besner, first down at the 22.
Besner picks up about almost 5 yards. I see number 10 sitting alone like the Maytag repairman on the bench away from the play across the way.
Here's the snap. Pitch out. Koskela, 20. Cuts his way back. All the way to the right side. He's at the 10, down at the 5. Good run.
Flag on the field, I think it's all for naught.
Oh, boy.
There was nobody there, but there was 3 white shirts and he threw that flag.
Well, they are going to bring it back.
Again.
Ah, that's what they're doing.
He starts the clock too soon. They didn't even have the ball set up yet. Then they better hurry up.
Well, maybe they got a heavy date tonight. Want to get out of here.
Well, Brimley still has their reserves on the sidelines here, Norm.
Well, they don't have that many to.
Outside.
There's the flag.
Here. Number 76 for the Bays jumps across Joe Barrigo on it, and a 210-pound senior, and that's going to give the Lakes 5 extra yards. He'll talk to him again about that. I can see that penalty. I'll view it on the film and see who does it.
And it's first down. There's
Besner.
To the 26.
Pickup of about 2, maybe. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 14. All right.
Kader, the quarterback. Sean Kader, man in motion, right. Pitch out, left. Koskela, hit.
Nowhere.
Maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
We have a face mask. We're going to gain 15 on that one, Norm.
Just under 6 minutes left.
For holding.
Oh, boy.
There was nobody there.
I don't know who held.
There was 2 white
Declined.
I don't know who's doing the holding.
Wow, you should never decline that penalty. You got to take that. Huh?
Come on, the clock is running, and we don't have a play in yet.
The line. Here's Kader quickly to the line. Checks his backfield. Snap from center. He got it off. Handoff. Koskela leaves to the 25.
3. It's going to bring up a 4th and 12. 4th and 13.
Well, we'll see Kader go to the air.
Well, I don't know if we will or not. Knowing Ron Warner with the score when he's ahead that far, I don't know.
Yeah, but the second unit's got to get their time and plays in, you know.
I would say that Ron Warner's going to run this one. He's not going to go for the air. And he's using a lot of clock in between his plays to get the game over with. He does have a wideout. He might go screen left. First
Pass complete, 10-yard line, out of bounds.
They said he stepped out of bounds and he didn't make the first down. Brimley Bays take over on their own 14-yard line.
I thought he was down around the 10.
He went out of bounds on a 10, but they say he stepped on a line. I think we need a little chalk. The clock is stuck.
There's a handoff right side. Jones, good for a couple. I was going to say, you were talking about Warner maybe not wanting to run up the score or anything like that. If anybody's got any sympathy down there, it seems to be the people in the striped shirts right now.
Well, yes, good pickup there by Mr. Jones of about 4 yards. It's going to bring a 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 19-yard line.
Second down at the 19 flags.
95. It's going to be a 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1.
You line up offside?
Bodewine left a little early. 4-yard line. This is going to be a good place to throw a pass. Excellent place to throw a pass.
Just under 4 minutes left in this one. The Lakes are ahead 36-0.
He didn't get it.
Up the middle. Nothing.
He didn't get it. Well, they're giving him a pretty good spot there, but he's still shy of it. Ball's in the same place.
I like the way the down marker moves before the ball is placed. Anticipation, they call it.
No, I think the guy standing behind it is a tall man, and that number 3 is in front of his eyes. He can't see nothing, so he has to move the down marker to see the game. How's that for an observation?
I'll take it.
Well, they did. Down in Bessemer, they had 2 eye holes in there. See him over there? He can't see the game. He's too darn tall.
Oh, boy. Hand off right side. There's going to be a loss on that.
That's going to bring up a 4th and 3.
Andy Jones, the ball carrier.
They had a 1st and 5, and they're ending up with a 4th and 3. They're not really advancing the ball too well, but considering a couple of their starters on the sidelines, it doesn't leave much. I see a lot of them. Sure do.
Bodewine back there at...
Next year's team is on defense. 4th and 3. Oh, now they move. 4th and 8. 81 jumped. This game is never going to get over with. 2:24 to go and another penalty.
I'll tell you, and they were going to go for the first down. Now they can't.
Well, I think they have to, Norm.
Why?
What do you got to lose?
Well, you kick the ball away, you got a chance for a fumble. You got a better chance that way.
A good fake punt. What do you think, Gary?
They've got to punt it because
It's a fumble, you get the ball back, you got a 40-yard gain, and you keep the ball.
I'd say fake that woman punt and run it. That's what I would do.
I'd say punt it.
Fake and run.
Punt it. He might have to run it.
A flag. That flag went almost to the roof and came down. That looked like one of those birdies that you have with, what's that game when you swat at them birdies? Badminton. I don't know, he must have had a rock inside there that sent that sucker about 25 feet in the air.
Well,
good thing the air conditioning was off. I think it would have kept going up.
the snap from center was nearly as high.
Now we have a 4th down and 12, and they're not going to fake it. They're going to have to kick. That time that was a pretty high.
I say they should fake it. What do you think, Gary?
He gets a good snap. Otherwise, there's 2 more points on the board.
Well, Scott is standing in his own end zone. Short kick. It's high, but it's short. Oh, he gets a little bit of a bounce. Now it's
picked up by Fezzi.
Fezzi turns at his 40. He's at the 30. Hey, you talk. Now we've got John Deere tractor and we've got 18-wheeler.
I just seen Ron Warner pat him on the head. Fezzi playing up there, usually coming downfield on that punt to make that big hit. That ball bounced in the air. He says, well, why not?
And he caught that going toward his own end zone. 218 pounds of log truck.
Didn't get back to the line. Met by 64. 64. He's not on the program. 64.
So, which is number 65 on our program. Handoff right side across the 30.
Tackle there. Andy Morrison had Besner by the leg, and I don't know, he might have got him back to the original line. First
end. Right side, Koskela inside the 20, down at the 16. The clock is running.
Steve picked up about 14 yards there. They stopped the clock to move the chains, but that's the last play of the game here, Norm. And the Lakes will win this one 36-0, and there won't be no more plays today. Oh, they're hurrying. They're trying to get one. Look at them run.
And he won.
Clock. It's 6.
Watch him snap.
Last play of the game, Besner to the 10, that's it. Let's pick up the Lake Linden band here in the fight song. We'll be right back with the post-game show, the final. The Lake Linden Hubbell Lakes 36, the Brimley Bays nothing. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, before the presentation of the regional championship trophy, let's acknowledge these two finalists for their achievements this year and their play in the game.
Like Norm. Same thing as Norm.
Huh?
Russ Lord. Like that profile of Russ Lord.
Oh, Russ? I'm going to give you one more break, and that's going to be about it because we have to make room for the next station. They've already counted down, started the clock for the next game, and we've got to give them time to set up here.
Got a half hour.
Right, but by the time we get off, they'll only have 20 minutes unless we hurry. We should kind of rush.
Dominant team in the UP this year, it has to be Lake Linden Hubbell. The Lakes have steamrolled their way to a 10-0 record. Today they met Brimley at the Dome in Class D regional final action. Checking out the highlights, Brimley marched on its opening drive, but their golden chance to score was right here. Kurt Sutton hit Jason Lamoureux, but on third down, the Lakes knocked it away. Then on fourth down, Andy Jones gets it and gets stuffed, and the Lakes would take over on the 8-yard line. They'd go 80 or 90 yards and march for the score. They were up 8-0 when they would be on the move again. Number 9, Doug Hodges, number 80, Jason Crunch, from the 37 down to the 8-yard line. Very next play now, number 45, Kurt Rolt gets behind his blockers and rambles his way into the end zone. Touchdown, 14-0 in the second quarter. They would go for 2 once again, and they would go to Rolt once again to the left side. He would punch it in, 16-0, final score. Lake Linden Hubbell wins 36-0. Our Mike Ludlam joins us now with the Dome, with the coach of the Lakes and more on today's action.
Thanks, Corey. Again, Lake Linden Hubbell, a little bit of a slow start today for them. They usually score right away in the first quarter. They play pretty well. We talk about their offense a lot. We'll talk to Coach Ron Warner, who joins me now up here in the press box. Ryan, we talk a lot about your offense, but your defense played very well today.
They certainly did. We've been getting better week after week. We've been coming on since about middle of the season, and they had a nice drive on us today and got it down to the 4-yard line, and we started to really play some defense at that point, and I believe that may have been the turning point of the football game.
Their fourth down play, a screen pass. I mean, you have to go to the end zone, I would think, on that play.
Well, we were ready for the screen. They had been successful twice already on the screen. They went back to the well one time too often, and we got them for a loss that time.
Brimley people probably were surprised today with the fact that you were able to throw the football so well. Doug Hodges, a very good day.
Well, they jammed the line of scrimmage. They had a 9-man front, and our game plan was to throw the ball. As you well know, the conditions in here are absolutely perfect to throw the football. When you have 9 men up on the line of scrimmage, they force you to pass.
Looking ahead a little bit the next week, do you want to look ahead the next week yet?
Not yet, really, but we know whoever our opponent is going to be, they're going to be a strong opponent from the Lower Peninsula.
Thanks, Ron. Again, congratulations. 36-0 Lake Linden Hubbell over Brimley. The game right now between Iron Mountain and Traverse City St. Francis in Class C is scoreless and late in the first quarter. Iron Mountain not able to establish a ground attack of any kind. Looks like Gabe Leonard might have to throw the ball a lot tonight against the Gladiator defense. Coming up at 8:30, Class B action, the regional final, will be between Houghton Lake and Kingsford. As you see, both those teams have 8-2 records. Tomorrow in the Dome after the NMU game, it will be Ishpeming in Class Double C against Whitmore Prescott, followed by the Double B game at 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central between Menominee and West Branch Ogama Heights. Corey, it will be fun to see the single wing in the Superior Dome.
Well, the UP dominance continued through the first 2 games today at the Dome. In Game 3 of today's high school playoff football action, defending Class B state champ Kingsford battled Houghton Lake. Our Mike Ludlam is back from the Dome and has the details.
After John Cahill recovered a fumble, Kingsford faced 4th and 7 in the first quarter. No problem. Matt Hoskins rolled right and raced down the right sideline 25 yards out of bounds at the 3. That set up a Craig Deek touchdown, 7-0 Maize and Blue. Second quarter, after a nice Hoskins run, you give it to Deek, rumbling right up the middle, 18 yards for the score, 14-0. It looked like it was going to be a rout, but the Bobcats had other ideas. Houghton Lake came to play tonight. Quarterback Nick Poindexter faked into the line and threw to Matt Rezepka. He broke the defense, 45 yards for the touchdown. They made the 2-point conversion, and Houghton Lake trailed only 14-8. So Kingsford took over on offense, right? Well, not necessarily. They tried the onside kick, and by golly, it worked. Houghton Lake had possession of the ball late in the first half. So you give the ball to Dan O'Donnell, who broke through the hole. He will not be caught. 50 yards for the touchdown. Houghton Lake missed the 2-point conversion. The score was tied at the half at 14. The halftime speech by Chris Hofer must have worked because Kingsford came out a little more fired up in the second half. Hoskins will roll to his left, hit Jason Pietrantonio with the short pass, and he made a lot out of a little. He took the ball down inside the 30-yard line. Later in the drive, Pietrantonio would score. Kingsford added a couple more touchdowns and went home with a 35-14 victory. Mike Ludlam, TV6 Sports at the Superior Dome.
Game 2 today, Iron Mountain and Traverse City. Second half, it was 7-0 Iron Mountain. Correction, it was 14-0. That was Gabe Leonard to Jason Wender for the touchdown. Gabe Leonard, he isn't just a passer. I told you so. Touchdown, Gabe Leonard. That made it 21-0. Now we'll show you another quarterback who is not a passer. Jeff Kemner of Traverse City St. Francis. Just plain ugly, but Jason Wender was there to pick it off. Takes it to the sideline, gives his club the ball. It was all Iron Mountain the second half. They put on 5 second-half touchdowns, winning today 42-0. Iron Mountain on to the semifinals, eyeing another state title. First game of the day today, we saw highlights in the early news, and it was Lake Linden Hubbell beating Brimley 36-0. The Lakes are 11-0. They also are on to the semifinal.
Last Friday, Lakes coach Ron Warner says Beale City is solid. They run a tight T offense, sometimes with 2 tight ends, and the quarterback can run the option and throw. Beale City qualified for this game by ripping North Muskegon 34-0. The Lakes and Aggies contest is Friday night at 8 o'clock in the Superior Dome.